2005 was a year for the books in hip-hop. We talking trendsetters and artists who made a name for themselves. A new wave of talent dropping debut albums that became classics. First, we got the trap god himself, Gucci Mane. Trap House dropped in 05 and it was like a bomb that went off in the streets. Gucci gave you the raw truth about the streets of Atlanta, about the trap, about the hustle, but he still had a flamboyant style. His flow was different, it was laid back, like he was talking directly to you, sharing his stories. And the beats from Shawty Redd, Nitty, and Zaytoven were the sounds of the streets, the sounds of a new South that was rising and demanding to be heard. Gucci became one of the godfathers of trap and a legend who paved the way. Even after all these years, Gucci's influence is undeniable. You can't talk about trap music without mentioning Roderick Davis. Now let's talk about another giant from the South who blew up in 05, Young Jeezy. Let's get it. Thug Motivation 101 dominated the streets and the charts. This album was raw, gritty, and unapologetically real. Jeezy wasn't afraid to talk about the struggle, about the hustle, about the grind to make it out of the hood. But it wasn't just about the struggle. It was about motivation, about ambition, about taking control of your own destiny. His voice was powerful and it demanded your attention. He spoke to the streets, to the hustlers, and to the dreamers. Thug Motivation 101 went 2 times platinum. It solidified Jeezy's place as a major force in hip-hop. He went on to work with the top artists in the industry, showing that he wasn't just a rapper, he was a leader and a voice for a generation. As we're heading down to H-Town, we got Mike Jones, the man with the biggest movement in the streets. He dropped Who Is Mike Jones? This dude was a marketing genius. He put his phone number out there and he made sure you knew his name. And he did it all with straight charisma. Who is Mike Jones was a question that spread like wildfire. His style was catchy, repetitive, and impossible to ignore. You couldn't escape it, even if you tried. He had the whole city of Houston on his back, and soon the whole country was chanting his name. The song Still Tippin' was everywhere, with Paul Wall and Slim Thug also making their national debuts. Mike Jones knew how to make a hit, he knew how to promote himself, and he knew how to build a brand. He was a true innovator. And now we gotta show love to the West Coast. From G-Unit, The Game, straight out of Compton, dropped the documentary, and it was a major record for West Coast hip-hop. He had Dr. Dre behind him, he had 50 Cent in his corner, and he had the lyrical skills to back it all up. The documentary was a classic album, with hard-hitting beats and storytelling that pulled you into the streets of Compton. The Game was hungry, the Game had something to prove, and he proved it with every verse. He brought back that gangster rap energy and solidified his place as one of the best storytellers in hip-hop. The album went 2 times platinum, selling well over 2 million copies, and he is now viewed as a legend, not only on the West Coast scene, but a legend across the globe. 2005 was a year that birthed hip-hop legends. They left an undeniable mark on the industry, and their legacies continue to inspire. They inspired the artists that dropped in 06, but for 2005, it's a wrap.